Hello everybody, I'm Jess from Jess Plans and Writes, and today I'd like to show you my planner and journal lineup for Techo Kaigi for 2022. So first of all, this is my work planner. I've got a new cover for it that I got for Christmas. It's a Chic Sparrow cover from the limited edition Ambition collection, and it's steadfast. So that's my new work planner cover, and inside for my work planner I'm using a Sedon notebook. I've got a video showing it, but today I'd just like to show you, well, here are my stencils, my weather stencils for example, and there is one spread that I can also show you because there is nothing written in it yet. So as you can see, it's basically a Hobonichi Weeks weekly layout. I'm using it here to track to write in my appointments, both for work and for private stuff, so that I do realize when there is a scheduling conflict, so that I don't tell my friends, hey, I've got time on this and that date, only to discover later, oh wait, I've got a work meeting there. So that's how I use this part. That is for my daily tasks, and I've put a sticker here because I normally don't work on Sundays. And this is for my weekly tasks. And I usually put a sticker here as well. That's just the monthly overview, dates, and also a water tracker because, you know, drinking enough is important. That's that. And I'm using a friction pen with that because we had to cancel so many things when the pandemic started. And so I prefer writing in my work planner with a friction pen so that I can just make appointments or meetings or whatever that don't happen invisible, so that I don't have to cross out everything. All right, that's my work planner. And I really like this leather. I'm actually torn about this leather. Part of me really likes it. Part of me is like unsure if so many cracks and so on, if that's really for me. But I'm just going to keep it for a month or so, and then I'll see if I fall in love with it. But I think it's a really, really interesting leather. Anyway, so that's that. That's my work planner. Another planner that I use every day, that's my private planning that I do in a Hobonichi Weeks. That's the Inuyasha Weeks. And the cover is from Amnery. That's a brand that I bought this on AliExpress. And I just think it's neat how the colors match the color of my Hobonichi Weeks. And I also like that there is a zip pocket. I keep stamps and other things that I use occasionally in there, so that I can't lose them. I don't normally decorate my pockets, and I can actually show you a spread in the future about how I use this. So I've got my trackers here, and there, just what I want to do weekly. I put this on Saturday because that's usually like either Saturday or Sunday is the day where I don't work at all. And this is just for my to-dos. I was a bit too sticker happy with this, or print on sticker happy, but well, I'll make do this week somehow. Normally I don't have a sticker that goes like quite so far into the area where I write, but I was just obsessed with these stickers, so I started using them everywhere. Okay, there's that. And I don't currently use the back pages. I might do sometime in the future for especially writing notes that I make for my own creative writing, things like that. So that's that. Then this is also somewhat new. I've already posted about it on my Instagram. This is my Moterm zip cover in olive, and it houses a half-year Stellargy that I use for my to-do and for done lists. I did some decorating with the pockets here, so you can see this is like the remnants from the A4 sheet that used to be this scrapbooking paper that I put inside this half-year Stellargy cover from Salty Katie Co. I believe Salty Katie Co. is about the only person who makes covers for half-year Stellargy notebooks. Unfortunately, I wish there were other notebooks as well. Especially, I'd love to have a clear cover, but I could only find the one with the stars on it. But still, it's a beautiful cover. But I would love to have the option of a clear cover as well, without any decoration, so that I can just put in whatever vellum or scrapbooking paper or whatever I want and decorate it that way. In any case, I quite like these wintry decorations. I also like this scrapbooking paper, and I think it fits really nicely. I also love this energetic lena because the color matches the matcha or olive color of this notebook so well. And so yes, that writes in black. Interesting side note, I normally prefer to write with blue, but in the case of my to-do and done lists, all I do is like, let me just, where's the page? So I pre-decorated this a little bit and put in this freebie from Sterling Ink that I printed on transparent paper, semi-transparent paper. So I just think this looks really pretty. Okay, so I just put my to-do and done list there, but I don't have any elaborate spreads. So since this isn't elaborate, and since I don't have any black lines where I want the blue to pop up among the black lines, I don't really need a blue pen for this, so I'm using black for the time being. I'm sometimes changing colors also. I'm just doing whatever I want with this, really. Tip-ins, vellum, stickers, whatever. That's just something fun to look at and also useful because it keeps me accountable. So there's that. Then I've got my journals. First of all, I've got this Hobonichi Techo in A6 that I put in this Safari 2 cover, also from Hobonichi. Here are some stickers, my word count and my guitar playing stickers. That is another cute tag. And I went a bit overboard with this cover, I believe. It's a bit tacky, but I actually love it. It's like so snowy, wintry. And I've put another one in there. This is a photo I took on a trip I made last year. I went on last year. These are washi stickers. They don't really go together, but I actually love the way this looks anyway. So this will be for my, well, will just be an index or a summary of what I do in the daily pages. So I haven't filled this out yet. No need. Then if we go on, there was my December spread, and this is my January spread. And I'm also keeping track of when I played the guitar and when I wrote something or revised. I haven't put in any stickers for this yet. I didn't write yesterday, but I did play the guitar. So I need to fill this up. I really love any sort of snowflake stickers. This is my current favorite washi. So that's that. And then let's continue to the daily pages. I used turning the page to a new year to write a bit about my word of the year, which is succeed, not success, succeed. because to succeed also has that meaning of to rise, to go from under, to mount up, to ascend in Latin, succedere. So I just thought this was fitting because last year was very hard on me, and I want this year to be better, and I want to do my best so that it will be better. And I also have some major tests coming up for me in which I also want to succeed. So that's that. Then also self-care, which is writing, playing the guitar, and reading. Those are my typical 3 self-care activities. And these are also stickers that pertain to things that I enjoy, like these journal stickers, my laptop. I love my laptop. I also love avocado, and I also love blackberries, coffee or tea. Either is fine. I love my watch, my backpack. I am a backpack person 100%. And these also look quite nice. And I do have glasses. So that's that. Then this is just an overview. I'm probably going to do different things with these pages, but actually I've got a transfer sticker from the same set that these came from that I already put on the December page here, because I just thought, well, I didn't want to forget to do it when it was December this year, so just put this here. Also the free printable from Sterling Ink that I put here. I printed it on Tomoe River paper actually, there as well, and I just pasted that to the back. And then here are the daily pages I made so far. That's that. I will probably film a flip through, or at least I am planning to film a flip through of my January pages, maybe February pages, depends on when I get to it at some point. And there is also the February vellum or printable that are already stuck in there. So yeah, some things are already in here, but mostly it will be something that I do daily. And if I don't get to it every single day, that's fine as well, because then I can go back to this using this baby. And this is from the Jane Austen collection, the limited edition trifold. I think this is the Lewis, it could also be the Clark. Yeah, it's from the Lewis and Clark collection anyway. And it's this beautiful blue leather. I actually forgot the name, I'm so sorry. So in any case, this is my unicorn, my beloved, that I bought, and actually it belongs this way. But in any case, here I've got the Hobonichi stencil, and the ones I use regularly are food, books for reading, and what I watched. I don't just use this for movies, I also use it for series and whatever else I watch. And the way I use this is I just make a daily entry here. And if it gets longer than this, which is sometimes the case, I just continue here. My longest entry went up until here so far. I hope that this won't always be the same day in the year, or I will just have to pick a random page where there is still space and use that one. Anyway, I do use the occasional transfer sticker, like this one for example, here, but only very few, and only transfer stickers because I don't want to bulk this up too much, because it's got, you know, 66 pages, I believe. Does it have the 29? Let me just check. Yes. Only for 2024, okay. In any case, I'm just using this to write my diary entries every single day. And, you know, it's just a summary of the day. There is another one where I put a printable, oh no, not printable, but a transfer sticker. So I did that occasionally. and otherwise it will just be my writing. There's that. Let's get to the notebooks that I use only occasionally. We've got here. Here is an insert that I used to use for my wallet when I was using a TN in this size as a wallet. So this is just a pocket TN from a no-name brand. And I just used conditioner on this so that it was softer, and I actually really like this leather. So in the middle there is my reference notebook, and what I mean by reference, this is just swatches of all sorts. Like my Zicklin color dot markers, I swatched them. I had my Faber-Castell Gelatos that I swatched here, and I'm swatching inks. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So this is more or less my swatch notebook. It's a Tomoe River notebook with, I believe, 120 pages. No, 160, I believe, from Good Ink Impressions. I don't have anything else in here. These are just empty folders that I used to use in my TN that I used as a wallet with the Traveler's Company pencil board in case I need to use it as a stabilizer for my swatch book. So there's that. Nothing more or nothing much to it. And next, I've got another sort of swatch book that I use for ink samples or sample writing. I'm just transcribing the story Die Automate or the Automaton by the German writer E.T.A. Hoffmann. And in the beginning I didn't really know what to do with it. Just thought I'm just writing a little bit with my fountain pens and so on. And then I realized, okay, I'm going to give this a system. And the system is, here I've got what kind of ink it is and with which kind of pen I wrote. Then I'm doing the writing sample, and this is all Kurrentschrift, by the way, German Kurrent. And so it continues. And here I actually start my swatches of the Diamond Inkvent calendar. I probably won't do a video about these, so I'm just flipping through them so that you can, well, just have a little impression of what these inks look like. There are many people who made videos about them on YouTube and people who swatched them on Instagram. So in case you're interested about this, just search for Diamond Inkvent calendar, and I'm sure you're going to come up with a lot of results. So these are my swatches so far. This was ink 25 from the Inkvent calendar, Diamond All the Best. And that's also the last page in here. This far. But I don't think I'm going to buy new inks anytime soon, because these Inkvent calendar inks are going to last me for a while. Alright, next notebook. This is a new addition to my collection. This cover, it's the Moterm Mustard Yellow. And it doesn't lie flat just yet. The B6 does lie flat. Well, lies flatter than this. I mean, it will never be perfectly flat because of this here. But it will, like, if you just open it, it will open up flat like this. And you won't have to train it like I just did. But since it's new, it's still a bit stiff. So this is for my commonplace notebook. This is from a Galen leather order I did recently, but the item that I ordered is still at my mom's place, so I can't show it to you now. In any case, this is a cover from an Etsy shop, I don't remember actually. In any case, a clear cover, and I just put this inside with this postcard pasted onto the front. Here is a washi swatch board, and I unfortunately don't remember what shop that came from either. It was also from an Etsy order. These are the washi tapes from paper blanks that I ordered not long ago. And I love them. They come in sets of 2, and I've got 2 sets. This one and that one. But I think they just look very neat when you put them like this. So there's that. This is my index, and it's constructed after the commonplace indexing system that John Locke uses, which means that you've got an indexing word that starts with a letter, for example, A, and the next vowel in that letter, if that is E, like Advent Calendar, which is the first entry in my commonplace notebook, then you put the page number after first letter, first vowel. And that's how you index it. More or less. For example, I and J are the same letter here. There are some quirks like this, but overall, that's the system in general. And like I said, here is just a wild idea I had about an advent calendar. That's how I use this commonplace notebook, more or less. It's just for some wild ideas or not so wild ideas that I have. For example, I had this idea, well, if I don't use the hemlock and oak that I'm considering as my next work planner, an undated version of it, that I want to start using in September. But if I don't do that, I could as well take the traveler's notebook, or also, I just tested that out, it also works, the back pages of a Hobonichi Weeks, and just use it like this. And have Monday to Sunday here, because these are 7 columns. And if you want to do it like this, you always have to have 8 columns. But if you do it vertically, you can have 7 columns and don't need an 8th column. So I think, or that gives you more space. That's the reason. And I think that's just something to consider. Maybe I'll try that out sometime. Okay, then some other entries in there. What I did often is, like I said, I'm considering the hemlock and oak, also the goal setting system, but I'm not really sure how that goal setting system works or how parts of it work. For example, there is this first page where you're asked to write about what you're content about, what you're satisfied, or what makes you satisfied or fulfilled. And I was like, well, sorry, content, satisfied, isn't that like the same word? And I was like, maybe it's just because I'm not a native speaker of English, so let's look that up. And it actually is. To rest or to be satisfied, that's content. So now I'm like, well, what do I write in content? What do I write in satisfied or fulfilled? I'm just not sure. I did read the digital version of it, but I'm still not sure if I understood it correctly. So, well, still need to give that some thought, but I think using Etym Online, going into the etymology of things, can always be helpful. And what I'm doing here is I'm just using some transfer stickers. I mean, there is a certain topic, right? I've got into transfer stickers lately, full stop, that's that. Yeah, to like just use the words from the hemlock and oak goal setting process and write them in here. That's that. And I haven't really done much with it yet. My last entry was from the 28th, so last year. This is a notebook that I just use occasionally if I want to do things like that. That I want to also keep track of and not lose, like this idea about the advent calendar. If it's in here, I believe it's more likely that I will look back to it than when I put it in a journal, because a journal for me is like, okay, now we're done with it. It's nice, let's move on. I don't really reread my journal entries. Maybe this will be difficult. This will be different with the Hobonichi Techo entries, because I do want to make videos going over them at some point. All right, that's that. Another journal that I have that I only use occasionally, not every day, is this beautiful journal cover by Claudia Muscat. who also made the tag on this journal. Like, this is also from Claudia Muscat. Unfortunately, I missed the Traveler's Notebook launch that also came in this design, but I did not miss this launch. Well, actually, I did miss the launch, but I didn't miss the restock. So I got hold of this beautiful cover, and I've been using it ever since I got it. Not every day, but every once in a while. And it's just beautiful. I just love it. Here is my tarot journal at the front, where I just do like personal journal entries. I don't really believe in tarot, but I use it like as prompts to make me reflect about certain things in my life, about my relationship to certain people, and all that stuff. So that's how I use that tarot journal. And this one is my private journal that I also use occasionally. And I will still continue to use this, even though I've already got 2 journals. But sometimes, you know, there are things that don't really fit in a commonplace notebook, because there are things I just want to write out and then not do anything else with them, and that don't fit the Hobonichi Techo because they're too long, and that also aren't a summary of my day, which is what the 5-year journal is for. So this is like a sort of a spillover journal, if you will. And in the back, what page do I want to show you? Maybe this one, where I just have some random stickers, like from a book journal. This is from Loy Design, and I got this from a friend. Some washi numbers, and also some of my writer stickers that I have that are also in here. This is just the Traveler's Company insert. And that's my sort of spillover tarot journal that's in here, and it's quite fat because the notebooks I've been using for it were from, they're also Tomoe River paper, about 68 GSM from Good Ink Impressions, and they're 120-page notebooks, so not your regular traveler's notebook insert, but larger. So it's quite thick, but I do like how it is. Maybe I can take out one of the inserts and put it in another traveler's notebook, maybe, but you know, I love this thing and it just stays that way for the time being. Right. Last but not least, that's something that I got from a friend, from Yvonne, who gave me this sketchbook. I don't really do sketches, I'm not good at it, but I've used it so far to make 3 collages. This is the cover page, and here is some journaling. There is another collage with journaling, and I'll just use this whenever I feel like it. There is no pressure to fill it up or anything. I'm just going to use this on and off. All right, that's it, my friends. It may look like it's quite a lot, but again, these are journals I only use occasionally. These are journals I use every day or almost every day, which is what Hobonichi means. So it's very fitting that I use Hobonichi planners for that. So, I mean, if I forget an entry or if I don't have time for anything decorative, I can just fill this up according to my notes here. And if I miss a day here, it's also no problem. I will hopefully be able to rewrite what I did in a certain day just quickly. So that's these 2, both from Hobonichi. And then my work planners. Here are the things I use for work and for my private planning. So my 3 actual planners. This one is the half-year stellology. This is my Hobonichi Weeks, and this is my Ceylon notebook that I use for work. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this video, or at least I hope it was interesting to see what I'm using for planning and journaling in 2022. And I hope to see you next time. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And I'd also love to get in touch with you. So if you leave a comment on this video, I'll be sure to answer you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are healthy. You will stay healthy in 2022. And if you aren't healthy, that we will get well soon. So all the best for you, for all your loved ones. Happy New Year, and have a wonderful day.